Alright, everyone. This is your host, Paul Gaither. This is my Xbox 360 dashboard. And I may or may not be sober right now. Here's a hint. I'm not. So, I don't think I would play 15, 16, or 17 if I were. It is Saturday evening, and I have had a great time out with my wife and her sister and her sister's boyfriend, the four of us, like a double date, hanging out and going shopping at like the flea market and doing all the fun stuff that we did. And then today is like the Three Wise Men's Day or whatever in the Catholic religion, and they're celebrating, and we had turkey and rice and we had mojitos, and yeah, let's go. And I'm like, you know what? Now is the time to play Madden 15. I have never played 15, 16, or 17. And I'm going to tell you, I said before, I got 14, which is 25, imported to me here in Peru. Like I said, I bought the collector's edition that came with the NFL Game Pass or whatever, and the guy kept the Game Pass and sold me the game, and it works great, and that person was awesome, and everything worked out fine. And then these games came out, and it's like, I have to pay like impuestos, which is Spanish for like the taxes and tariffs and all that stuff. And there's things that happen, but because an item is worth less than $200, like if your shipment or whatever, like they collect like how many things come to you under $200 to your address or whatever, then you don't have to pay impuestos, taxes, right? Tariffs, tarifas, or whatever. But once you get to like $200 or more worth of stuff, then you have to pay taxes on that stuff. And it's like, I have other stuff that's sent to me from my family, and like, I don't know, I know you don't care about all the backstory, but it's like, it starts costing you, okay? So it's not like you just get it for like $20 at GameStop, alright? And it's like, okay, is this worth it? And it's like, a lot of the consensus was, nope! And like, there's a lot of like theory behind buying Madden games. Like, skip a year. You play Madden 04, 05 is really good. I know you're not coming here to listen to me talk about all Madden games, but it's like, 4 was great. 5 is really good, but we played 2K5 all the time, didn't we? And 6, okay, whatever, so maybe like the skip a year did or didn't work. But the point was, like, 8 was the first playable one, and 9 is like fine, an improvement, but 10 was like really good. And you could skip 11, you get 12, and it was great. And then skip a year, and then 14 was really great. And it's like, you kind of get this like skip a year thing that starts happening, you know, for like 2, 4, like 6 years, you know, 2008, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5, you know, like 5, 6 years, 7, 8 years, whatever. Like, suddenly start realizing, like, almost a decade later, like, this whole like skip a year thing is not such a bad idea. So why in the world would you buy 15 when you can just wait for 16? And 16 comes out and you're like, there's a lot of negative reviews about 16. Now maybe it's on the next gen, like the Xbox One or whatever, but it's just like, you start hearing all the stories. It's like, bro, this is not a $60 game. What are you doing? Don't do it. And it's like, it's just like, why? And I'm just gonna just stick with Madden 25 and stick with Madden 08 on the PS2 and do whatever. You know, I don't play the PS2, but you get the idea. So it's like, I've never played these games, and now I have them. And now it's time. So let's do this thing. Strawberry and mojitos not included. It's ready to go. Volume up on the computer. What's the intro going to be like? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's no intro? Tell me there's an intro, okay? Like, please tell me there's an intro. There's no intro. Just press any button. Okay, let's press the Z trigger or whatever. Disco Duro! The hard drive. The hard disk. Does anyone call you Ace Boogie other than yourself? Something you called yourself, Gam? What is this? Oh, F you. Middle finger. Boo! Boo, Ultimate Team. No one wants to hear about this. Nobody wants to hear about Ultimate Team, Cam. I'm talking over you. No one wants to hear about this. Why is Cam talking when Richard Sherman, when Uncle Sherm is a cover boy? They're like, guess who they wanted on the cover? Apparently, huh? Did you see the commercial of Cam Newton where it's like the little kid is like, I'm going to grow up and be like a first round pick or whatever and like love and make everyone love me and all that stuff? Have you seen the meme where that kid was Brock Purdy? Oh my god, it's so good because like Cam Newton has this stuff where he was like talking smack about Brock. You gotta see the meme. It's like you gotta see the real commercial and just imagine that kid was Brock Purdy, huh? That's nice. I like this. That's what we needed instead of the Madden 09 virtual trainer BS. Superman on your chest. What kind of intro is this? Yo, what kind of intro is this? 8 had it. 9 like was boring. 10 was pretty solid. Pick your favorite team and it says Seahawks. Oh, nope. How about nope? The Santa Clara 40 Winers, huh? The Miners. Oh, how do you feel that you are at a Madden? Whatever, I'm all Madden, bro. Is there a higher level than all Madden? Because that's where I am, bro. I'm going to bring that fire. Cover 3 defense. I'm glad they have this stuff. You know, look, bro. I am all about helping people get better at Madden. I hope that's something that maybe you, like, rubs off whenever you watch my videos or get the hang. Like, I want people to be good at Madden. Bro, like, I want, like, as a coach... Can I just play Madden, bro? Can I just play Madden? What is this? You think someone wants to see this the first thing? Exit skills trainer. Yeah, bye. I'll do that stuff later, bro. What are you doing? Don't put that in my face. Run after contact versus yards after catch. Yeah, rack and yak. Oh, try Ultimate Team. How about try 2 middle fingers, bro? I give you 2 middle fingers because I can't give you 3. I give you 2 because I can't give you 3, bro. That joke is funny or nice. It's even nice I said it twice. Play connected franchise. How about go to the main menu? Bro, get out of my face. Are you sure you want to, like, override? Override what? I've never even have a profile. Maybe they saved a profile when they went to trainer. Continue skills trainer? No. Try Ultimate Team. 2 middle fingers. Get out my face. We gotta turn this music off. The bars say customize. Help and settings. I do not want to get, like, tags for copyright infringement for your music. So, get out of my face. There we go. Save all. Yes. Anytime I play this in the future, I won't have the music in my face. Like, I'm not saying the music is bad, but I don't want copyright strikes on my channel. You get copyright claims or whatever on a few videos, but I don't care. They're not strikes. Home. Continue skills trainer. 2 middle fingers. Play now as the Niners. Fantasy football. No, I don't care. Gauntlet mode. How far can you go? Look for your skills in the trainer. Whatever. New controls. Watch a short video doing the new controls. I might watch that later. That could be good. Connected franchise. Ultimate Team. Sign in and join Madden's fastest growing. No, bro. Twice. Ultimate Team and then Giant Ultimate Team. On video, you can't see my head like rocking back in the back of my chair. Are you kidding me? Get out of my face. Can I delete this box? I want to sign into EA Skills Trainer. GMC Never Say Never Moments of the Week. Okay, yeah, I get it. Whatever. Advertisement. Like, we're paying full price for a video game and you got ads in it? Do you give us anything back in return for having ads in your game, bro? Do you give us, like, free stuff? Do you give us, like, an improvement? Or is it just, like, money in your pocket? Just throw that S in our face, huh? Online head-to-head. No, I don't care. Play now. What is this? Play now, Ultimate Team. Play now, Ultimate Team. Like, what are you doing? Download community files, so that's not going to be an option. Share my files, top downloads, all of that. Share, okay, great. Customize, Gridiron Club, what is that? Loyalty, awards, and settings, not probably online stuff. Customize your playbook, let's go! Let's go, let's make playbooks, that's good. Creation Center, uniforms, and more. Assign auto subs, manage files, manage roster. What's the Creation Center about? We know what game plan is. Create a player, we know what that is. Import game phase, not doing online connection stuff. Create and edit uniforms, delete custom uniforms. What are our choices? What's our Creation Center? We're going to make the Sarasota Seamen from the Soft Drink TV channel. Let's go. 49ers. Home. Away. 2011, like anyone cares, bro. Like, why don't you give us like the 90s, early 2000s uniforms? Throwbacks are nice. Hey, look, they got the striped socks that working. They weren't working in Madden 25. They got the shoulders and everything working. Well, sometimes it's a lie. You know, we don't know if that's working. 2011, 1994 throwbacks. Okay, they didn't do the 1994 throwbacks in 2011, at least not with the patch on it. What a terrible name. All white alternates with that. Okay. Some new funky... What? Get out of my face with 1980s white pants that never existed with a gold stripe down the middle. EA, get out of here. That's not a thing that existed, and you still have it in the game from like Madden 10? Madden 9 or whatever? What are you doing? I brought this up when I was at EA. I literally showed them, I'm like, this doesn't exist. It's not a thing. They're like, oh, we passed the uniforms through NFL teams and they approve. Like, you think they give two sugar honeys and iced teas about this? They look at it and they're like, they probably look at the home and away and say, yeah, we good to go. You got our logo. Sign it off here. We don't care. Do you think like an intern probably signs it? Like, nobody cares, bro. Like, I think that's a lie anyway, but nobody cares. Default white pants. Oh, because there's like a default white pants that the Niners have. That's a thing that they do, right? Like, that's the kind of white pants that's from like the 90s, right? The 90s and early 2000s when they changed, like 96 or whatever. Like 96, 97. It was either 98 or 99 they went back to the gold pants or whatever, but the special uniforms. But white jersey, see, that should be the all-white. That looks a lot better than the throwback. They don't have the throwback block uniforms. Like a thing that they really wore. A thing that they really wore. And they don't have it. 2012 jersey. Jersey. Throwback red. The all-white. The red. Do we just have the regular? The red? The 2012 red? Like, that's it? We get the 2012 red? Is that it? We don't get, like... This is Madden 15, like, no 2013 or whatever? We don't get that? Come on. The red socks? Sure, whatever. Give me white with red shoes. Not white with gold. White with red. Yeah! That's it? That's the uniform we get? Rotate player set as default. Save. Caps. Back. White. White. That's it. We don't get to change anything else. Cool. Creation Center. Ooh, Creation Center. Cool. Manage rosters. Yo, here's what I heard. I'm going to check this out. QB Colin Kaepernick. Edit player. Let's see if this is true. Oh, if you ever wanted to see yourself, go to the avatar. Get out of my face. Equipment. Equipment. Left wrist. Arm sleeves. Full sleeves white. At all times, full sleeves white. And I'm told that when you go to the game, it doesn't even have the full sleeves white. Here's the thing. He's got tattoos. And they didn't want to put his tattoos in the game. Right? There's like legal things, like if you have the authentic reproduction of it, is it the artist's work? Is it his? Like, who licenses the work? Is it the artist? Is it... It's on his body, it's whatever, and like the tattoos and all kinds of stuff, generic tattoos, whatever. But you wear the full white sleeves, which is something that he wore. Like, he was wearing those, and then people started, this is it. Style. Rex Grossman, are you kidding me? Colin Kaepernick was in the Super Bowl in 2012, which is Madden 13. He was in the Super Bowl. He was in the NFC Championship game. Kid went to the bowl. He almost won the ship. And then it was the tip and pick away from going back-to-back Super Bowls. And you don't even have his throwing motion in the game. You don't even have it in the game. You've got to do, like, regular stuff. You got, like, give him, like, Eli Manning, Jason Kemp. You give him Rex Grossman. I wouldn't say high release or whatever, but you give him Rex Grossman. I don't even care if it's similar to it. You don't even have Collins. You've got, like, Jason Campbell and stuff. You've got, like, Jason Campbell, and you can't even get Colin Kaepernick in the game? Like, how disrespectful is that? We still got player traits and all that stuff. Contract info, whatever. Save. So it was right. They didn't even have Colin Kaepernick's throwing motion after multiple years and attempts of doing that. So this is rookie year of Jimmy Garoppolo. You ever watch Gridiron Heights? Gridiron Heights, they have like the baby voices for the rookies. I'm Jimmy Garoppolo. He becomes the 49ers quarterback, if you didn't know, before Brock Purdy. But he doesn't have his face because it's EA. It's generic face number 7 for Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, like, I wonder, I go back to the 49ers. It's like, there are guys like Frank Gore, like a 3rd round draft pick, had his face scanned in, like in Madden 06, like HD resolution and all of that. And you see him in Madden 06, and he looks just like Frank Gore. Like, he was a rookie, 3rd round pick from Miami, and like, he super had his face in there. And David Bass super had his face in there. Like, I don't know, is it like a licensing thing? But then, like, Joe Staley is like, I'm Mr. Generic Face. Yeah, Joe Staley is, like, still super generic, like, doesn't want to get face scanned or something, I don't know. And then another one is, like, Justin Smith. Like, as a big-time 49er fan, like, I know what these guys look like, and yeah, Justin Smith's the other one that it's just like, hi, I've got Jimmy Garoppolo's face. Like, seriously, look at them, like, change the equipment, put number 10 on him in the Patriots uniform. Like, it's gonna be, like, the same face. They don't even have their faces. Like, 2 elite players, they don't even have their face. It's like, who do they have, who do they not have? Like, they got P. Willis's face, which is nice. P. Willie. But yeah, they have some guys just, like, super generic, and it's like, at what point do you even care anymore, right? Like, as a fan of a player or whatever, it's like, you're just gonna have generic face, then, like, you're playing college football. Alex looks like Alex, bro. He's got his chin strap and everything. But it's not sitting on his face. Look at that. The chin strap is floating outside of his face, bro. Look at that. It's just hanging there. It's not even against his chin. It's not strapped up and tightened up. It's just hanging there loose. Bro, they can't ever get Alex right. Like, I think Madden 11 is, like, maybe the only game they get it right. Remember Madden 10 I showed you? Go watch the Madden 10 video where it's like the chin strap is in his helmet or whatever. And Madden, like, 7 where he, like, looks like some funky wrestler or whatever. It's like, they finally get his face looking really good, I think, in Madden 10, Madden 11, all that stuff. And now the chin strap is floating on his face, yo. Yeah, these games do not even have, they don't have CMC, they don't have Mahomes. They don't have any of those. Like, that would be what? Madden 18 would be the rookie year of like Mahomes and CMC and those guys. Like, some of the biggest names, like their rookie years, are like after these games like finish on the 360. You have to go to like PS4, Xbox One, the Xbone to see. I explained the joke there. This makes it funnier, right? To get to like the other players that we know now, right? So it's like, yeah, some of it is just like, even if you want to like make a trade or do something, it's like, yeah, look at him, bro. Look at the hair, doesn't look quite right. It's like not a flattering picture. Everyone calls him the Italian stallion later, and it's just like, no, he doesn't look like himself. Rosters. Play. It's time to practice. I heard something good. I want to see. No, not Steelers. Let's go Hawks. I don't think I want those two words together in my mouth ever again. We're going to choose the Hawks. That's better. They got this thing about concepts. I think that's a point, is they talk about concepts. Pass rush moves and all of that. Maybe I'll look into the pass rush moves. Yeah, that's what's up. That's nice. Ask Madden by formation, by personnel, by play type, random play, but now they add by concept. Let's go. I love this. As someone who likes to make sure that like people will get better at football, this is something I talked about when I was at EA for Madden 11. I was like, look, you need your PS2 era skills trainer. Like, you need Ask Madden, you need Football 101. Like, that's what you need. Like, you need people that are like kids, 8 years old, 13 years old, whatever, that are coming into the game and they can turn it on and they learn football, because that's what happened to me. Okay? I mean, I was older. Like, Madden 03 or something had like the Madden 101, and it's like I already knew about football at that point, but it was like, it was fun to play like Madden 101 and have them talk about plays and concepts and stuff. It was fun in 2K5 where they talk about like skills and play ideas. That's what this game was missing for a long time. So I'm going to give like one clap for them taking Madden 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Took them 5 years. And I know I'm not the only one that said it, but it took them 5 years to implement what I was talking about instead of skills trainer bullshit. They actually have like practice and everything. That is good. Oh, look at the helmets. They're nice, huh? Counter run. A run that starts in one direction and goes in the opposite direction. Okay, great explanation. Thanks. It looks like a pass, but a pass play to the defense. Okay, whatever. Inside zone. A run that goes inside toward... Oh, really? The inside zone goes inside towards the offensive guard. Okay, cool. Great. ISO. A run that isolates the fullback on a block against the linebacker. Okay. Outside zone. A run that goes outside the offensive tackle. You could do a lot better. You could, just like you teach the option, you could teach the zone. Like, it doesn't take too much time to teach the zone. Like, you can teach like high school and pee-wee kids or whatever, like the zone. You can teach your Madden player the zone. Like, you should read the head of the most outside defender, like the defender that's like down on the line of scrimmage. You read it outside to in. Okay? Like, just like if the read option has like the R over their name or whatever, you should be like that. Like, you read 1 to 2. And then inside zone really reads the next inside man to the backside. Right? Oh, I hit screen pass. Play action. Where am I going? Run. Power. Run with the fullback and a pulling guard. Lead blocking off tackle. I like that. Trap. Quick hitting inside run where the offense blocks inside out. That's right. Traps are really great plays. I love traps and whams. A quick hitting inside run where the offense blocks inside out. Blocks outside in. Sorry, I said it backwards. Outside in. Yeah. I love whams and traps. I love all kinds of like running schemes and how you can like keep a defense honest in their leverage. And I love that you can pick a play based on what you want. That's nice. The veer, you're not just coming here for me to like read what they say on the screen, I know. But inverted veer, read option, triple option. Oh my goodness, that's nice. They talk about the Ohio, the Omaha, the slant, the spacing, the stick. They tell you what it is. They draw the picture on the screen. Let's go. Like, you got your slants. That should be dragon. Y button is dragon. It doesn't have to be the same name or whatever, but it's nice when you've got in slant. Like, A should be called lion stick, right? Lion stick. It should be lion dragon. Y is lion dragon. I know people can say different names, but there's basically common names. You should take the common names. Right? A is called double slant, but it's not double slant. It's called lion, whatever. Yeah, they're called with the two slants. It's lion, bro. Just teach it. Just teach it. Lion and dragon. Lion and dragon. Stick lion. No, dragon lion. No, that's not dragon lion. What am I thinking of? A. X slant is basically dragon stick, right? Yeah, it's dragon stick. I'm not exactly sober. I'm not using an excuse, but I'm excusing myself. Omaha! Omaha! A route by the outside receiver. Just Omaha routes, huh? You got like a mid-attack is Texas Omaha, Omaha, Texas, or whatever. Yeah, that's what F angle is too. It's Omaha, Texas, right? That's great. Level switch. It's not an Omaha? And out by the outside receiver. Okay, I guess. For level switch. But like Omaha level switch. You could have space for that name. Especially now Y shallow cross and all that stuff. Yeah, whatever. You can say shallow cross. That's a Mills concept though too, right? You got Mills shallow cross with Omaha. Like, okay, that's a mess. So maybe you don't name all the plays like that. But I like it. I'm not saying I like the game, but I like it. I like that this is a thing. As someone who likes coaching and teaching and trying to help people get better, this is what's up. 5 years, EA? It took you 5 years to make this. You proud of yourselves? Imagine what it's going to be like 5 years from then. Madden 2015, man. Imagine what Madden 20 is going to be like. You know? 5 years ago. 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's 2024 now. It's technically that. Imagine what 5 years ago could have been like 5 years in the future. Curl, double move, drive levels, mesh, pivot, Salem, shallow cross. Oh yeah, shallow cross is so nasty. Why shallow cross, cross up, all of that. Yeah, it's so nasty. Smash, spot, Texas. Yeah, let's go. Y cross, switch, Portland. Portland is so good. Yeah, why shallow cross with Portland? Like they're put together like that. Mills, for verts, flood, double post, divide, dagger, comeback. Oh, I love it. Option, run, screen pass. Where's the fullback screen? The tight end screen? I don't see the fullback or tight end screen. They're all slip screens. You need to go in the playbook and get the wide receiver. No, get the fullback and tight end screens. We don't have any in this book. We're going to change that. Boot slide and slide, huh? Flat receiver on one side and slides under the line to the opposite flat. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, right there. Flat receiver starts on one side and slides under the line to the opposite flat. That's basically the PA boot, all that stuff is. That's what the red route is. That's what the Y, like the RB, and when we press Y, that's what the fullback is doing. Yeah, that's what the fullback is doing, is the slide. And then this is the boot, and they're pretty much the same plays or whatever, but it says, use with the boot play action as a deep and short receiver crossing from the backside. That's the point of this, yo. Like, it doesn't exactly say it, but basically we're like faking the run in one direction and the routes are crossing in the other direction. You see that in X is we're faking the run to the left, but X is going to the right, A is going to the right, and B is a clear out. And then we see tight slots, play action counter. So we're like faking the counter on a... What? We're like faking the counter? How is this even going to work out? I got to see this. Ooh, they have concept on defense too. Man 1, 2, 2 man. This should be cover 5, bro. You just do cover 1, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, cover 5. Just call it cover 5, bro. Don't call it 2 man. Call it cover 5. Just do the right thing. 6. That way you can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. No 5, 6. Too deep. All that, and then like cover like give us 9 too, because 9 is a version of 6. I don't remember what 8 is right now. But 9 is a version of 6 where you rotate those underneath defenders towards the 2 side. There's a great video on, like, Think Football or whatever. Like, it's such a great video where they talk about what cover 9 is. Yeah, when you, like, put the half to the field side, but then you're underneath towards the half side, like you shade towards the half side, and you've got the quarters coverage up top with just a single help underneath. Towards the boundary. 2 deep, 3 deep, like all of that with blitzes, and you can call those different plays. Let's go! So much better than by play type. Get out of here, play type. Why is there a counter picture there? What are you doing, EA? You're broken. Why you have a counter in the background? You're broken. Get rid of by play type and go by concept. Let's go! I love it. By concept. No, but let's give us random play. How are you going to have play action counter rollout? I don't even care about the results. Yo, take the pick. I'm just looking at the animation. I'm just tapping the X button. I'm not even looking at the coverage. Like, we're going to fake it to the right, but part of the fake is that it's a counter. So it's a counter fake. And then it's not a boot because it's a counter fake. But you see how, like, faking the run to the right, part of what the counter is doing, but actually it's a counter. And that's the problem here. Is, like, we're trying to fake the defense to go to the left. You see that? We want the defense to go to the left while we come across to the right. Now, obviously, from the offensive perspective, we're faking to the right so we can go left, like, across them, and we can get open here to Vernon Davis as we cross his face or whatever, but what kind of play is this? Play action counter? Like, I've never seen it before. And it sounds so dumb. See, we're faking to the left and we're going to the right with our routes, with like B to Bolden, so we can have like McDonald catch it deeper, but we're probably going to Bolden. Like, zoop-de-zoop. And, like, it was right. The main receiver was the one who was wide open. Didn't even read it. But, see, wide open touchdown, and I go over someone else instead of the wide open touchdown. I played like Colin Kaepernick, one read. But you see, we're faking to this side. Loop! And then coming back the other direction. If the defense is, like, wanting to run down. I wonder how much, like, Colin Kaepernick's play action rating is versus the sliders and the recognition. I wonder if, yeah, I think 53 eats it. Yeah, I think 53 is in charge of covering him. And Colin Kaepernick's play action rating, like, causes him to eat it, and that's why he gets wide open. That's the play action rating working. Interception City, so sometimes it's covered, sometimes it's not. You want to check open grass to RB and come down to B. Is there open grass? No, we're just going to throw it here into the space. So you look for open grass to RB, you come down to B, and then finally to A on the delay if he's not even picking something up. We're like, boom, we're looking downfield, and then we're looking here to B, and he catches it, and you get your yards. And you didn't come here for that, but you did come here to watch me play. Look, my computer needs the power plugged in, so we're going to do that. Alright, little battery. Let's go. I like this. I don't like how in your face they are with Ultimate Team, but I like it. By concept. Seems smooth. Now look, I constantly say that I think Madden 25 is my favorite Madden, and it's because I also hadn't played these other ones. Now maybe these would I'd like them more, but I gotta say, being able to import draft classes from Madden 14 is like the real deal. Okay. So that's the thing. Franchise. Did they do anything to franchise mode? Let's go create offline.
Choosing how you want to build your team is a fundamental change within the connected franchise mode.
Cool.
Now you'll have to decide whether you focus on confidence, which is a short-term strategy that
Nope.
will lead to an increase or decrease in player ratings in next week's game.
Oh yeah, let's go, Frank Gore. Let's go.
Which is the more long-term strategy.
Yep, every time.
Progress your player skills. You now impact confidence or XP using the game prep feature, which is the new way to practice in franchise mode.
XP every time.
To make sure your team is ready on Sunday. Simply choose from a list of practice activities that will earn you confidence or XP.
Never confidence.
And if you want to spend some extra time sharpening your own skills, try out the in-game drills as they mimic what you would find in skills training.
All right, let's go.
Game prep is an innovative new way of developing players in franchise mode because it puts you
And focus on the Niners. Let's do this. You know who they made this for, right? Obviously, they didn't make it for me, but obviously I'm going to say they did. Yeah, I don't have any other roster unless you... Oh, I changed Colin Kaepernick's throwing style to import the special edition roster. Player. Nope. Get out of here. Owner. Can you get, like, special massages in Florida? Create an owner. Like, from scratch, like a robot owner. Active owner, NFL legend, game face. Who are our legends? Art Rooney Sr. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, like, he's not alive anymore, if I'm correct. Like, rest in peace, great person. Eddie DeBartolo Jr., that's it? Let's go! We get to bring Eddie D back? The former owner of the Niners during the 23 years he's got all of this. Oh, but it's like pretending like he's new again, no? So it's like, my understanding is he got in trouble with the league for things that didn't have to do with football, but had to do with gambling in general. And that's my understanding. And basically he had to, like, not be in control of the team anymore. So it's like his sister, like Debbie or whatever, got it, which is like married to Dr. York or whatever. So it's like the York family, but it's basically his sister. And then it got passed to the son of the sister, you know, which is Jed. So his name is Jed York, but it's like it's not like the team was actually sold; it was given to his sister. Active owner. Can we just bring Eddie D back? Everyone is like, can we just have Eddie instead of Jed? Jed was messing stuff up for a hot minute, and then he finally like got Jim Harbaugh. He finally got Kyle Shanahan and was like just stayed back. 15 minutes accelerated clock, game speed normal, player progression every 4 weeks end of season. I liked every 4 weeks in the PS2 version. I like that. Trade type, whatever, relocation, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever. Simulate game prep. Nope! The computer will automatically select your team's game prep activities. Oh, you almost got me there. You almost got me there. I almost skipped it. Now I'm like, defensive graphics. Display the tackle wedge and feedback effects. Yeah, give me all the presentation, bro. When kicking displays the arc of where the ball is will go based on the kick power. Yeah. Tutorial pop-ups. Sure. Fill roster off. I'll do it. Switch assist and all that stuff off. Strafe assist off. Yeah. We're not even going to save it. We're just going to run it. Start the career. Let's go. Home. Start the league. Yeah, because I think you get to choose a fantasy draft like always, right? Game prep. Yeah. User teams. Like this is create new careers. Holding all the cards. Jidyor calls the shots for his team, obsessed with winning or whatever. Start your league. Begin your career. Hi, Trey. Bye, Trey. Yeah, thanks, Trey. Season stats. All that stuff. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I like it. Why would people dog on this? What was their problem? They want to set hot dog prices and play Barbie dress up. Is that what it is? Shots fired, yo. Shots fired. Let's set the hot dog prices and let's trade the first round draft pick for like nothing. That's Madden 08. Go play Madden 08. Go to the draft. Go to the draft, and if you, whatever you pick you are, go watch the computer trade the first round draft pick away for nothing. They can't trade future draft picks or nothing. Watch them trade it away for nothing. Watch them offer it to you, and then watch them like offer a pick in the top 10 or the top 15, and then watch them give you another pick in like the top 15, top 20 or whatever. But you have like multiple first round picks for like your whole draft. You trade 7 picks for like 3 draft picks or whatever. Watch them, and then if you decline, it'll just trade with itself anyway and just like ruin everything. But oh man, no, it's got the best franchise mode ever, where defense is just based on awareness. And they trade their draft picks away, and there's no scouting because there's nothing to scout because everything's based on awareness. Just get the most aware fast player, or get the fastest aware player. Like, that's your game. Like, who cares? That's it. That's Madden. Let's play Barbie dress up, and let's like create the Sarasota Seamen, the shitpost team. Madden is the best on PS2. Develop players advanced week game prep. Let's go. Let's find out about this. Tell me about it. Recommended activities. To view the activities that are being recommended. Oh, that's what recommended activities are. This week sorted by the most important first. Improve their confidence. Nope. In-game drills. Okay. Earn XP. Long-term importance of the team. And the overview, you can see what you did. Okay, no, like, let's go. I don't want to improve confidence, so yeah, confidence, experience, whatever. Recommended activities. Weekly time remaining. Cost per player. Potential reward. It's a huge reward for just one thing. Develop your QB. We get 2 of those? Okay. Your defensive end, your linebacker, your tackle, your safety, your wide receiver. 2 wide receivers. 2 wide receivers. Safety, tight end, halfback. Wide receiver again. Middle linebacker twice. Tackle, linebacker in. Halfback, halfback, halfback. Yeah, stuff, center, development. Okay. Here we go. Work on technique. Let's work on developing our DBs. Line development. Watch film on defense. Watch film on offense, which is confidence. I don't care. Scrimmage. Game situation in the preseason are a great way to develop players. So you get focuses on whole team. Cost per player is 1 hour, but you only get 35 hours. And it's 53-man roster plus cut days. 38 experience points, 1 hour per player. This doesn't seem like good math. This doesn't seem like good math. I mean, I can understand if you feel you don't need to, like, air quotes, develop your kicker or whatever. This increases your purchase. I don't care. Development trade. Yeah, consistency overall. Whatever. I guess I can understand if you think, like, if you've got Joe Staley and you've got, like, Andy Lee, like, maybe, like, some guys you don't care because they're, like, so good, like, what's 38 experience points going to do for you? Like, I guess I get that. It means, like, a 99 overall, like, how much more are you going to develop him, right? So, maybe, like, you want to develop your younger players, like, I guess I get that. 96 overall, whatever, like, they're already developed, right? That's probably the idea. Like, we're going to develop old Anquan Bolden. It's like, no, what's the point? Experience increase 25 to 33 points. That's not a lot of points. I think you want to, like, that's why they say, like, develop your young whatever player, right? That's probably why it's in that list. And then it's like, the other issue is like, your backups. I bet that's what this is. I like this. It may not be tuned, right? Like, y'all have experience better than me. Maybe the math is not good. Maybe the computer doesn't do it. You gotta tell me, does the computer do this? Because if the computer doesn't do this, it's not fair. That was a problem before. When it said sim, like the activities, I bet you dollars to donuts. I bet there's like a 99% chance that the computer doesn't do this. It's just the user. So it's like cheating points, right? If the computer doesn't do it, then why should you do it as a user? Because otherwise, yeah, they're like points you get for free. Right? Like, you gotta play like the computer can do it or something. You gotta tell me if the computer can do it. If they get those points or not. I bet they don't, though. I bet you dollars to donuts they don't. So, yeah, develop a promising course. It's going to cost 10 hours. This is like a third of our time. 500 to 2,000 experience points. That's a lot of experience points for 1 week, huh? They said it depends on the time we have. So I bet on a short week, like if you play like on Sunday and you got a Thanksgiving game or something, or a Thursday night football game, I bet you have fewer hours to prep, right? And it's per person. That would be like all your hours. That would be all your hours, right? 10, 20, 30. That's what it would be. So they're like, are you even going to waste your time on which guy? Like, Josh Johnson? Like, I better start practicing Josh Johnson so he doesn't fuck us in the championship game. I don't even want to blame him, bro. I don't even blame him. He did his job. Like, I'm not mad at you, Josh Johnson. I'm just trying to make a joke on my video. Like, he got hurt. I feel bad for him. I don't root for injuries, but it's just like, he fumbled the snap. He wasn't even ready for it, bro. It's like the Simpsons meme, like, stop it. Like, he wasn't even ready. Like, bro, I blame Kyle for not getting you ready for that, you know? Not having his backup ready. Not having the right backup. They were talking about having Phillip Rivers or something. Like, but having Josh, like, I don't even, like, I mean, I feel bad for Josh, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you got a job to do. Yeah, he looked lost out there. Anyway, I'm not exactly sober, so I'm getting distracted. But Blaine Gabbert, like, really? You probably want to spend time on Colin Sackerpick, but maybe you don't even want to bother. I think this is interesting. Especially if the computer can simulate it. If the computer does what it wants to do. Right? I don't care. I'm not trading for any of you. Get out of my face. I don't want you or you or you or you. You can be traded to another team and be in the news. Because that's what's nice. I love the news and the news feed and the pictures and all of that. And you can see what's going on. And I bet you they're going to have the news feed for next week. Why is Cam Newton talking about the game when Richard Sherman's on the cover? Why didn't they have Richard Sherman talk about the game? Like, what's the deal? I mean, does it hurt that they have both players doing it? No, but, like, why? Why, though? Manage roster. Roster. Like, we're just going to strategize. We're going to stratificate. Huh? Blaine Gabbert's 2 years younger than Colin Kaepernick. 3 years pro, but 2 years younger. Entering the league at 21. Right? 21 versus 23 years old. Okay, interesting. Yeah, you look at Colin and you're like, okay, like, what are we really going to do? Can you raise consistency? That would be nice. That would be broken. Throwing power is enough. The accuracy is probably not accurate. Whoa! Throw on the run, play action. Awareness. Give me that awareness rating so he knows how to play. So he's not Mr. One Read. Colin Sackerpick is a one read quarterback. He got benched. Benched for a reason. Agility rating, acceleration. Elusiveness, carrying, ball carrier vision is really high, but not his awareness of playing the quarterback position. So give me the awareness, give me the consistency. That would be worth changing the trajectory of his career. We're not going to develop Frank. 88? Are you kidding me? 88? I know he's 9 years pro, but 88, bro? 88. That's how many years he played. Huh? Carlos, you can run, but you can't hide. El Guapo. That's a rookie to develop. Lattimore, Guapo, and James. Lattimore never got to play, bro, with his injuries and everything. That would be a player to develop. El Guapo is a player to develop. This is a dude to trade away for Bruce Miller. No, trade Bruce Miller away. Trade Bruce Miller for Bruce Miller. Bro, Paul, you're totally sober. Trade him away for Kyle Juszczyk. Huh? Give me Juszczyk and some picks, bro. Steal Kyle Juszczyk from the Ravens. Steal him. Wide receivers. Krabs is still only 5 years pro at age 26. Only 26 years old for a sorry-ass receiver like Crabtree, huh? Because those are the results we're going to get, right? Stevie Johnson didn't pan out. Baldwin didn't. Like, yeah, like, who would you develop? Like, maybe Krabs? 85 overall. Still so young. Came in at 21 years old. He's kind of, like, peaking in terms of, like, for a lot of athletes. McDonald is worth a guy. Like, old McDonald had a farm. This is all, like, pre-George Kittle and everything. McDonald had, like, a massive stiff arm when he played for the Steelers. Like, a famous stiff arm. Look up Vance McDonald's stiff arm Steelers versus Browns. Bro, it was, like, all-time stiff arm. You gotta see it. I'm not trying to say go away from the video. Like, open up a new tab and go type that in. Like, you'll thank me later. You'll love it. Yeah, we're not going to develop Joe Staley. Jonathan Martin, who got picked on. Upati. Don't kill Gore, bro. Don't kill Gore. Protect him. Block for him. Boone Snyder. Ryan Seymour. Bro, this kid, Ryan Seymour, he was like a Seattle Seahawk. Seattle Seahawks legend, as Retro Rewind Sports would say. Legend. Ryan Seymour, bro, he is in the Madden 25 roster. He is with the 49ers because, like, he left Seattle. And, bro, he improves so much. He is such a hidden gem in Madden 25. At least with the updated rosters. Like, with his experience points that he gets, like, he becomes elite for me. Like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know if his, like, ratings are similar here in this game. But yeah, he's like 1 point away from 80 run blocks, so he's like on the verge of like very good. And his pass block is also like on the verge of very good, like when it comes to the regular experience points. So he's so close to just getting those raw numbers. His impact blocking, like, you can have him like in the 80s, like right off the bat. Like right off the bat. I don't know if his strength rating is down. But yeah, that acceleration in like zone blocking, like he can move and he's just make him consistent. I think you, like, give him awareness because blocking, like, has awareness because they don't have, like, a ball carrier vision or a play recognition for linemen, so awareness is so cheap. Like, just get, like, air quotes, like, everything up to the 80s and, like, ability. Get, like, 80s awareness and, like, 80s pass block, 80 run block or whatever, and then he just starts racking up points. You get, like, 2-3 years or whatever into, like, the franchise, and he's, like, a 90-something. He just becomes a beast. Yeah, they totally got rid of pass blocking and run blocking footwork and all that stuff, didn't they? Yeah, they just straight up removed it. Like, I know why, but I don't know why. Like, they didn't want to have to scout and all that, but, like, my understanding, I explained it in the other video, is, like, run blocking strength was supposed to be how well they hold up the block against block shedding, and run blocking, no, strength was their push, like, the get off. And, like, the footwork was supposed to be their ability to stay with the block, right? The ability to maintain the block. And then pass blocking footwork was against finesse moves, and pass blocking strength was against power moves. And that's what it should have been. Like, that's what it was for, but I bet, like, Donnie Moore was, like, being lazy. Yo, I'm calling you out, Donnie. Like, no, you're awesome, Donnie. I love you. But like Donnie had a comment. He's like, "How does anyone know?" Like I don't know if he was joking, but on Operation Sports, I remember he's like, "Okay, does anyone have a clue on like like there was a thread talking about like evaluating players, and he had some comment like, "This is great. Does anyone have a breakdown on how to rate offensive linemen footwork and strength or whatever?" And like I'm sure it was like a joke and like having fun, but I think there's truth behind a lot of jokes that people make. And yeah, it's just like I bet Donnie was like, "Nah, fuck this shit. You know, I'm out. Like, just cut it and just go with this and let's call it a day, bro. Let's just use Pro Football Focus rating and just give them a number and like call it a day, bro, and like have some drinks. Let's go to the Texas barbecue and have a good time, right?" So like in the offensive line, Boone is 27, Seymour Butts. 24, like he is a young player that's worth like developing, putting points into. Martin, this is the guy from USC. Let's go! I had so much hope for this kid, and he never turned out into be anything. Like, can you even be in the NFL at age 20? I thought you had to be 21 by the end of the draft or whatever. Like, I thought that was the whole thing with Maurice Claret and a few guys. So you had to be 21 to be into the draft. Maybe they like changed the rule or something. Bro, Marcus Martin, I remember being so hyped for this kid. How can I look at the player? Can I click on him? View player card. Awards, like when he was drafted. 3rd round, pick 6, the top of the 3rd round. I was so hyped for this kid. Like, if you would talk about, like, players I hit on, like, players that we, like, look at and we're like, this kid's going to be good, and players we miss on, I missed on this kid. Like, I'll take my L, right? Give me that L, like, with Marcus Martin. But I had so much hope for this kid. And look at that. They already give him 85 and 81. They say he's, like, already NFL ready. Like, not 90s, like, elite, but they say, like, right off the bat, rookie out of USC, that he's ready to go and impact blocking versus like Daniel Kilgore's like been in the league for 3 years, and he's got almost the same run block and he's got better pass block and better impact block than a 3-year pro playing in the league. Right? They don't give him as much strength. They don't give him the awareness because he's like young. But yeah, just crank that awareness and crank the other things, and it's like Martin, bro, I was so hyped for him. Like, you watch his film at USC, and he looks like he's going to fit in as that zone run center that's, like, going to play in this league. He didn't pan out. I wonder if this is a good thing here. Develop promising offensive line or center. Tackle, left in, halfback. D-tackle, corner, center, yeah! Let's go. Developing promising center. 8 hours, select. Give me some points, kiddo. Almost 1,000 to that many points? Ooh, that's interesting. Then they said that there's the in-game drills. You got an in-game drill for the center? Tackling drill. Oklahoma defense. Defensive line group, linebackers, tight end, wide receiver, DBs, linebackers, QB, D. It says D-line, D-line pass rush, QB. These are all like cover 1 lessons. This is all interesting. Acceleration, burst, tackling drill. There's no O-line group, Oklahoma drill. There's no O-line in-game play. Okay, fine. Let me do that. Let me develop my promising young center. So, start the activity. Roll the dice. Let's go. 1,200 points near the max. Let's go. He got them points. Go back to prep home. Yes. That cost us 8 hours of our prep time. Like, that's a young dude. Let's develop our player. Let's spend those points. Upgrade player. 1295 points. We can't even get 1 point of pass block because it costs that much in run block. We can't even do 1 point with that. Strength, we can't do it. But awareness, yeah, awareness, consistency. To earn more XP or consistency in game prep, let's go. That's it? Consistency, 281 points. Increase, 281, 281, 281, 281. Okay. So, yeah, the consistency, we can only go up a few points, okay? I get it. You invest the points now. But that's a lot of points to get up there in consistency, yo. That's a lot of points to spend to, like, waste. But I think we got a good dice roll. Because they were saying, like, sub 1,000 and we got 1,200. I think we just got a good dice roll. But you gotta burn points to earn points, right? That's part of the problem here. Awareness? Well, you can, like, increase awareness, like, 3 times? Maybe 2 times? Yeah, we can do, like, 3 points of awareness. It's still sub 60. Right? I like it, though. Impact blocking. We're not going to do a lot of pulling, though, because, like, impact blocking is not going to happen if you're just, like, down blocking on someone, right? But awareness and consistency. That's interesting. Like, develop the center. We got good points. Part of me wants to, like... This is like a reinvestment, right? That's what it is. To earn more XP or get in-game prep. We don't care about... I'm interested to see... Like, is it worth the point investment? Because I'm going to, like, 30 to what, you know? Like, is it worth it? I feel like it's not going to be worth it. I feel like you have to spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of points when you're already getting, like, in that range, right? Like, if you go from, like, 800 to 1,200, that's, like, 400 points. So you're going to spend, like, 6, 7, 800, 1,000 points, whatever, just so you can get, like, 100 more points? I bet you it's not worth it. But awareness is. Awareness is the real deal. Submit. Let's burn it. He got 3 more awareness. He got 3 more awareness in this weekly prep. I like it. I mean, they might not be the most efficient, but that's interesting. I don't know if, like, each week, like, we work on that player. But it's like, we don't need to work on Kilgore. He's like 6 years older. I bet we can go 4 overall points better in the next 6 years than Kilgore is right now. Right? And it's like, we don't need to develop Joe Staley. He's a 99 overall. Joe Staley's a 99. Let's go! Let's go. And he doesn't even have 90 pass block, but he's got that impact blocking. Yeah. Mr. Stickham, he's going to put people on their back. Let's go. That makes so much sense. It's like, age 30... He retired after the 2019 Super Bowl, so that would be like Madden 20. So he did like 5 years in his career. Like, we might have 5 years of Joe Staley. We don't know when he's going to retire, but we might get 4 years. We might get 6 years, whatever, out of him. He's 99. We don't need to develop him. So it's like, that's part of the point. It's like, are we really going to try to develop Martin? Like, he's going to be our backup. Like, yeah, developing your backups is nice, but it's usually if you have like a plan for the future. I'm not going to ignore Martin, but it's just like, he's a stopgap. Right? Upati is young, and it's like, yeah, 91 overall. I know he went to Arizona, but it's like, bro, I'm not, like, taking Brandon Thomas to, like, replace Upati. Like, stop gaps. Joe Looney, stop gaps. But Martin is a guy I'll invest points in. Boone, Seymour, I would, like, invest points in, especially Madden 25 style. Maybe not this game. Maybe not. Like, I don't know. Like, we saw how many points that was. We're talking about the hours, too, right? Consistency is 57. Yeah, like, that would be interesting to see what kind of points he gets. Because we're, like, 32 with our center. So is it worth investing worth 15 worth of points of that consistency? That would be fun to check out, right? The run block, the pass block, all of that. Let's try that. In-game prep. Let's get the calculator out. If it was like, what? Like 281, maybe I'm wrong. Points times, and it was like 15 points to raise up his skill, right? No, it was like 32 to 57, right? It was like 25 points. So times 25 points, right? So 281 to like 25 times over is like 7,000 points. We would need to spend 7,000 points that we earn developing our center to do what we're going to get if we can develop our guard. Wow, they have like a player that's literally targeted as the promising young player, and they don't feel that our guard is a promising young player. Left tackle, safety, corner, center, technique. They don't even let us choose our player. They're tagging who they think. They're tagging who they think should be it. These are all the XP awards. Wow. They don't think he's a promising young player because he's probably such a low overall, maybe. Manage rosters. Edit player. We can't make him a tackle or a center. We can't make him a tackle or a center. So we can't put him in the position group to develop him. He's not even given a chance, kid. Not even given a chance. That's unfortunate. Wow, that kind of sucks. I'm not going to say it's a bad game, but the game chooses that we can't develop it. Scrimmage. 38 points per hour. Like, what is it? If we did like 8 hours times 38 points, like maximum. Be like 304 points if we spent like 8 hours scrimmaging with that player. Wow, we don't have a chance to even give him a chance to play. He don't even have a chance. Confidence, I don't care. D-line development. Just the D-line development. But not offensive line development. Work on technique. Starting safety. Promising offensive linemen. Halfbacks. So you got promising defensive end and defensive line development, huh? But all the wide receivers, huh? But all those wide receivers, yo. Interesting. Who are the D tackles they want us to work on? Glenn, Dorsey, Ian Williams, Quentin Dial. Not happening. Defensive end. Tank Carradine. Like, I could imagine, like, working on Tank Carradine. Like, I can see it. I can see it. Outside linebacker. Like, we don't need to develop Alden Smith or Scuda, so no. The right tackle. That's Anthony Davis, not Netter. I can't put our guard at tackle. Can't put him at tackle and put him on the list. I'm not going to develop Anthony Davis. He's fine. Like, extra work. Strong safety. Bethea is an older player. Jimmy Ward. Ward can be worth it. We love Ward. I don't know like how many hours. Like it's gonna take like many hours. DB technique like as a group. Per player. We can develop our starting strong safety. Okay. It doesn't like make a difference. It says starting strong safety or promising young, right? Yeah. Wide receiver crew. No. Maybe no. No. Like maybe because he's so young, right? Who's our free safety? Is it Eric Reed, right? Yeah, Eric Reed would be a solid player to continue to develop into like the 90s, right? Promising young tight end, that would be Vance McDonald. Vance McDonald was a rookie the previous year. You could spend some points on him. Tank Carradine, Vance McDonald on the offense. Our center. Bro, our running backs. Carlos Hyde, El Wapo, Marcus Lattimore. Like, our running back crew. 10 hours per player. That would give us only 7 hours to work with. You have to, like, choose one and then the other. Like, 1 week and then the other week. Let's develop Laddie, huh? There we go. Offensive players. Now this is the other thing. Like I said, every 4 weeks or whatever, like you collect up the points and then you start developing those points, right? But what you got, Laddie? You got 1,000 points. Your carrying, your speed, your acceleration, your. That's the other thing. Like you got to know, like, is it worth it? Is there like skills worth putting into? To me, I like that. I like having, like, the knowledge and like you're planning out how you want to use your points and everything. The consistency, the stamina, the catching traffic, the ball carrier vision. Yeah, we don't even have the points to increase any ability, right? Route running, like 1 point. Toughness. Like, we like Laddie, but that was like a waste of training, like, really. I mean, you can compound it over time, like, every 2 weeks or something, like, we put some in Laddie, and it's like, but what are we gonna do? Like, carrying, like, it's fine. Like, we're gonna take juke move up, like, 4,000 points almost for 1 point? Like, no? Catching elusiveness costs that much. Stiff arm trucking, consistency. But the whole point of consistency, my understanding, is supposed to be like how much he changes from week to week, and also, yeah, like, oof, that's rough. Awareness, like ball carrier vision, he's like sub elite ball carrier vision because he was fantastic in university. And, like, they didn't want to give him 90 plus because that's, like, elite. 90 plus is considered the elite level. But you can crank him over, like, give him another week of development and put him into a 90. But, the awareness, no, it's ball carrier vision. Injury, that's, like, something to, like, recover and develop, right? But he never ended up clearing to play ball. 1, 2, we can't even do 3 points of consistency, huh? Yeah. So it wasn't worth it for Laddie. So El Wapo. He had like a huge game against the Vikings in year number 2 when he took over, and then he just fell off. And like he was all kinds of average in the league, like all kinds of okay. There's that consistency, right? Are we even gonna try to develop points? Like spend points on him, spend like time? I don't think so. That ball carrier vision is also almost the same as Laddie, Marcus Lattimore. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. You just run them. Just run them and let them gain experience by running the ball. Like get regular in-season experience by just getting playing time. Forget that development, bro. Forget the development. For the running backs, forget the development. D-line 216 to 926. But you can have more for the promising young right end. Let's do it. 8 hours for the player. We'll have 9 hours remaining. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it! We did it! Okay, so it wasn't the greatest, huh? And we can develop him in a moment. Our right end, our right outside linebacker, right tackle, safety. Like, we want to develop Ward. Developing Ward would be good. Developing our tight end. Maybe developing our tight end would be good. Halfback, wide receiver. The middle linebackers like Bowman and Willis. Promising left outside linebacker. Yeah, we got Corey and we got Lynch Mob here, huh? I think Corey Lemonnier, he already has so many great skills that it might be better to give it to Lynch Mob. And Brooks, how is Brooks a 78 overall? Bro was like in the high 80s in Madden 25. How they drop him to 78 in the default roster? Nobody sets the edge like Brooks. It's okay. We'll start the activity. We're going to look at Brooks's ratings. Okay? Go back. Let's go here. We got 1 hour left. I don't care. Whatever. Develop players. We can just burn it on something. Let's go left outside linebacker. How is Ahmad Brooks a 78 overall? It's got to be the system. It's got to be the scheme or something. 92 tackle, 94 hit power, 80 plus block shedding as a linebacker. No one sets the edge like Ahmad Brooks. Bro, Ahmad Brooks was one of the best at setting the edge. Tight ends, weak side against a tackle, they put the tight end on the other side, whatever. No one sets the edge like Ahmad Brooks. Zone coverage is fine, play recognition, he knows it. The pursuit. No, there's got to be something about the scheme that has him rated like that. Let's go to team. Like, let's look at this stuff. Actions, owner, team roadmap. Free agents needs schemes. Schemes, baby. Defense doesn't matter. Attacking 4-3? 4-3? 4-3 for the Niners. 4-3. Attacking 3-4, attacking 4-3. Zone blitz 3-4. Where's base 3-4? They have base 4-3. Fine. Attacking instead of base. We don't have base. The Niners are a 3-4 team. And it says Jim Harbaugh, power run, defense, base 3-4. Base 3-4. And you have the team set up as attacking 4-3? EA, what are you doing? They F that up. It's like a single click and it's a mistake, but come on. You got 32 teams. Like, quality control. Check yourself. 4-3. Get out of here. Big maulers. Run stopper. Run stopper. Nose tackle. Overall towards strength and tackling. More towards strength, block shedding, and tackling. Yeah, I don't care about the name here. Like, strength and tackling, strength, block shedding, and tackling. Yeah. Prototype and all of that. Like, run stopper. No. Defensive tackle, run stopper. Left outside linebacker. Left outside linebacker is not a pass rusher. That's why he's a 78. I bet you he's going to look better. Towards shedding, pursuit, and tackling. Because the left outside linebacker is not where you're blitzing from. A 3-4 tackler. Towards block shedding and tackling? No, we don't really need block shedding by that. Speed, agility, acceleration, so prototype, especially for these guys like prototype. Willis and Bowman. Balanced. Speed, acceleration, agility. Speed, agility, acceleration. Towards decent speed, towards speed. What does that mean? Is this like a rubric for high school? Decent speed versus speed, agility, acceleration? What is the difference? Zone coverage, decent speed and agility. Block shedding, pursuit and tackling. Block shedding and tackling, like what? Speed, agility, acceleration, yeah, flying to the ball. Right? We don't care about block shedding. Pursuit and tackling. Zone coverage, agility. Decent speed and agility, cover 2. Let's see how their ratings are. Both 96 overalls. Let's see how they do. Pass rusher from Alden Smith. And pass rushing in general, right? Pass rusher. Run support. Press tackling, all of that. Man-to-man. Run support. Run support. Whatever, we'll mess with that later. Speed, agility, acceleration. Block shedding. We don't need block shedding from a safety. Pursuit and tackling. Zone coverage and play recognition. Pursuit, play recognition, awareness. Zone coverage and play recognition. Yeah, playmaker. Pursuit, play recognition, and awareness. Okay. File. Save that career. Let's go. You're saving it with a giant date? Are you kidding me? Whatever. Now, Bowman and Willis are 96 and 95. They drop his overall by 1. That's interesting. So instead of prototype, they wanted like a 3-4 tackler, huh? They dropped his overall by a little bit, but it worked, huh? Only an 80? Only an 80. From 78 to 80. I mean, he goes up. But 78 to 80. 78 to 80. Okay, see how it is. 82 stayed pretty much the same. I think Bethea went down, huh? Mobile. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay. I mean, who cares about the overall? But at least it's like set closer to what he's supposed to be. So yeah, let's see. What is Lynchy? gonna do, and what's tank gonna do? We developed tank. Yeah, the block shedding costs that many points. Like, it's gonna take some time, but he's above 80. That's fine. We're never gonna do that. He's above 90, so consistency would be a thing. Does consistency work both as experience points and them showing up on game day? Like, because that would be worth increasing the consistency for. Tackle is going to be fine. Play rec. That's what you need. Like, you need... It's going to cost a lot of points, though. Like, if we have 30 points... So, 30 times 562. Like, let's say it stayed the same price. Like, 16,000 points. 16,000 points to get that play rec up, huh? Plus what we just spent right now, which was like, it says 16,800, so almost 17,000. So it would cost more than 17,000 points to get play rec into the 80s. To get play rec into the 80s, huh? Well, I mean, at some point you got to start somewhere, right? But I bet it goes up as it goes up, right? So it'd cost even more. But yeah, awareness, hit power, consistency. I think that's like one of the big points you want to spend it on, right? You want your guys like more and more consistent, showing up week after week. That's such an important thing in general. We can't even afford it twice, right? Let's increase play rec and consistency a whole point, bro. Okay, let's submit that. That's what we spent all our hours on to get 1 point there. That's a lot of points. I mean, it adds up. Like, over the course of the year, like, if you get 1,000... If you get 1,000 plus points a week for the 16 weeks plus the preseason, and you can, like, increase him into, like, the 80s or whatever, like, that's actually pretty strong. That could be pretty strong, right? Block shedding. Like, we don't have enough to do it twice, but 2 points away from having the 80 block shedding, like the next level, especially off the edge, that's pretty good. And obviously the play rec and everything else. Consistency is of 4. Bro, I'm not putting any points in consistency if it costs almost 300 just to get you to 5 points of consistency. Bro, 4 points of consistency. That's Lynch Mob, man. Was not Mr. Consistent. You can have 4 consistency. Wow. Yeah, let's get you closer and closer to that block shedding, huh? That's fascinating. That is fascinating. It's time to cut. So yeah, MBT from Sac State. Don't need so many guys. I don't even know who Jewel Hampton is. Like, sorry. We already got our starting fullback and our heavyset fullback. That's 3 dudes. That's our cut day. We already did our game prep. Let's delegate. I don't know if they use it up or not. I don't think the computer used it up because in my franchise settings it says it won't. So our recommended activities. Let's do scrimmage. And let's just add more to the offensive line. Accept and continue. And this is going to be one of those situations where we might be able to get some points for Seymour, huh? Seymour points. Just like little bonus points, little just trash points off to the side, right? And then you advance the week. So, yeah, ready to advance. You simulate the game, and guys get hurt, and they play, and they do stuff. So let's see what kind of experience we get with a simulation of a game, of the preseason game. I'm interested. Do we get any experience? We get some experience? We get no experience? What's it going to be like? And plus, all this stuff I did was like fun, it's interesting, it's planning, and it doesn't matter if the computer doesn't do it. Develop players. Upgrade players. We don't need to do this every week. Yeah. 1,000 points. Yeah. Right? That's what's up. Like, the game planning is just some extra points on the side. Seymour only got those points. That's why we got to put him at, like, number 2 or whatever. So he can get some preseason help instead of, like, Adam Snyder or whatever, right? Netter and Davis? No, it's tackle. Yeah. Boone got the start. Snyder got more points. Yeah, that's what you got to do. I got to get Seymour, like, not as a starter, like, that's the other thing, like, the preseason, like, just rest dudes. Rest your starters. Don't even, like, start calling or whatever, right? I mean, it depends on how you feel about it. Depends on how you feel about it. Like, okay, get some experience, whatever, but, like, get it for the other dudes, right? Or get a head start in the year or something. But it's like, yeah, don't even put Frank in. Give it to Wapo. Give it to the other guys. Let them, like, carry it or something, right? That's interesting. That's interesting. Completely super interesting. Okay. Maybe even put Martin as, like, backup, like, left guard or whatever, right? Like, let Upati, like, do whatever, let Brandon Thomas whatever, and then, like, put my center in. Like, that would be interesting. Start Martin at center, or start Martin at left guard or whatever. Yeah, no, start him at center, and then have him come in at, like, left guard with the backups. So, like, you have, like, I don't know, Brandon Thomas in, and then you back up with the other one. That would be interesting. To, like, get the show going. Maybe have Seymour as my left guard, Martin as my center, and then have, like, Seymour be, like, my second string right guard, or whatever. Yeah, that would be interesting to mess with and manipulate, like, the points and the opportunities, right? I like it. And, like, the gameplay is the gameplay. So, yeah, if the computer can't do game prep, that sucks, and we're going to just have to let it be what it is. But calling plays by concept, having this new game prep situation, and, like, obviously the whole, like, custom playbook and everything, I like it. I like it. I guess the next thing to do is look here, the thing that Soft Drink TV talks about. Right? Let's go to wide receiver. Let's go to Anquan Bolden. Let's go view the player card. Yeah, that's what he's talking about. It doesn't show that he played for Arizona and then he played for Baltimore and all of that. The column is in the normal mode, but the column is not in franchise mode. I get that. Look, I understand. It's nice to see what teams a guy played for previously and seeing if they're going up against, like, their previous team. Like, oh, we're going to play Arizona, and how is Bolden going to play against Arizona? How's he going to play against his former team, the Ravens, whatever? Like, you have, like, the different storylines. How is Jennings going to play against the Vikings? Or not against the Vikings, as the Vikings against the Packers or something, right? Like, you can definitely see that. Right? You trade a guy away and he does whatever. Like, I understand. Like, that sucks. I get it. And I guess another thing to look at right now is, like, trades. That's the review. Manage. Retire, demand release, salary, roster, preseason team roadmap. Where would you even do trades? I know it has like trade block here. It's not going to be in home. It's not going to be in news. This is review the league transactions. They release guys. Like, we all have to release guys, right? Because of cut days. Preseason standings, season stats, injury report. Trade Center is in team roadmap. Okay. It's not in manage rosters. Okay. Propose trades to other teams. Okay. Upgrade position, trade block, manual trade. Okay. And we're going to say, like, okay, we have, oh yeah, I like that they have the realistic picks. That's the other thing that I like, is they have their true picks. We're going to say a 6th round. Okay. Advance. And we're going to just say, hey, like, Raiders. Let's pick on the Raiders. We can pick on the Colts, but let's pick on the Raiders. And let's say picks 2015 for 2016 5th. And then it says submit. Over the maximum roster size? Who gives? Raiders are interested but need more value. That's what I'm talking about. You can't just flip-flop. There you go. But it says they're interested but need more value. So they're not going to just let me cheese like Madden 12 lets me do. I know you could just not cheese in Madden 12. Like, that's an option. But, yeah. What about the higher selection for the Raiders? Future 5th. Need more value. Okay, okay. Because I wouldn't just do 6 for 6. Yeah, you wouldn't do 6 for 6. That's interesting. But these like, oh, pick 30. These are projections, you know? And you're going to be more accurate when you get to the end of your season and you start looking at the actual draft lineup as you get into draft day. Because we're like in preseason, so we don't even know. It's like too early to tell, and maybe we can do something else later. But that's our projected picks. Even our projected first pick. Like, we're projected to be like a championship caliber team, right? We're projected to be picking at the bottom of a round, right? Whereas the Raiders are projected to be picking at the top of the league. That's the difference. So yeah, that's probably also why I wonder. They're projected to be a top pick. So instead of the Raiders, who is projected to be middle or like lower end? Like that. Ooh. Give me a 5th round. Because you're projected to be at the bottom. Because at the top of the 5th is like the bottom of the 4th, right? Like, okay. Give me, not give me, but let me give away. Let me give away my almost a 7th round pick. Let me give you this pick. Like 30 picks different. The top of the 6th for the bottom of the 5th. Let me give you the bottom of the 6th this year for the bottom of the 5th next year. Let's go about a round up. And they still want more value too. Okay. Because that's like 40 picks. No, 60. 60 to 90 is 30. 1, 2, 3. That's like 30 picks or whatever. That's like, yeah, that's a good full round. It's a little more than a full round, right? So maybe if we're within 30 selections, if we can get a pick within around 30 selections, like maybe top of the 6th, right? Someone that might have like bottom of the 5th, top of the 6th, because this is like near the bottom, right? Maybe we can trade this one for a top of the 6th and then top. Like you could still probably close that gap. That's what my guess would be. But the fact that you can't just like throw it at teams like that and they just stick like Madden 12 lets you do, that's good too. Like I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Yeah, quit. We haven't even played and we're almost at 2 hours. I hope you're having fun. Like obviously the drink's wearing off on me and everything. Practice was fun. Franchise was interesting. I like the idea, but I don't know if the computer doesn't. I bet the computer doesn't do it. I'm willing to look it up. I would say that this is still better than Madden 12, bro. Like, I'm willing to bet this is better than Madden 12. The game that... I know it's too early to tell. I've just barely played it. I know that that's like a big thing to say. Like, oh, Paul said it's better than Madden 12. Like, what? Flame war in the comments section. How could you say Madden 15 is better than 12? No, I'm just like looking at franchise mode. Like, bro, I don't care about setting hot dog prices and playing Barbie Dreamhouse by changing the style of my stadium and giving it a new name or whatever. Like, give me scouting. I don't even know what the scouting is like in this game. We haven't even done that. I know it's too early, but I bet it's closer to Madden 25. So, the player progression, the trading, and I bet the scouting are all going to be better than Madden 12. So, when it comes to franchise mode, you can't import players from Madden or from NCAA 14, I'm sure. We do that, I just want to make sure, like, they knew that they couldn't have Madden 14. So, if we continue that, what if we simmed the season? Are they going to say import rosters from NCAA? Because that would be nice if they let you import NCAA rosters. Which is EA, so of course they're not going to. Sim to regular season. Yeah, do all your stuff. Whoop-de-doo. How nice would it be if Madden 15 let you import from NCAA 14 because they knew it was their last game and they knew that they couldn't make NCAA, or they couldn't, but they chose not to make NCAA 15. So they're like, look, this is our last game that people are going to keep playing. And instead of getting rid of the import roster feature because there's nothing to import from, if they let you import from 14. Or if they bugged and they're like, we're looking for an NCAA 15 game that doesn't exist. We don't see a roster file from that game. Not like I even have a roster file if I could to select it. That could be a problem too, right? Like they say it, but it's not even there. Like they start looking for an NCAA 15 game that doesn't exist. Roster file. Yeah, they gotta reload here. Come on, this is the moment of truth. No, it's not the moment of truth. We're still in week 3. You're doing your cut downs. Yeah, simulate. I don't care. Keep simming. Boy, that would be hotness if you could import from NCAA 14. Because people do those classes on Operation Sports. Like, they support so many years of NCAA 14 that you could, like, load those classes and then, like, also set them up, like 2017 and all that stuff. And you could simulate each season. And then go to the next roster and simulate the next season and then import that draft class and that one and that one. Oh, that would be hot. But I bet they don't do it because it's EA. Do you have anything good to say about EA, Paul? Yeah, they make the game instead of not making it. I don't know. They made improvements. Not the ones we want. It's not hard work to do what we're asking for, right? It's not hard work to do what we're asking for. Bro, you don't support NCAA 14. You don't support NCAA 14. I am disappointed, sir. 300 points of scouting? 300 points of scouting! Not like 1,300 points? 300 points of scouting. How are you going to scout that? $300 points. Okay. I take it back. You changed the numbers. You dialed it back. Okay? Instead of 38 points, it costs 8 points. Right? Okay. So, let's go 300 points. Let's divide it by 8 points. We can scout like 37 and a half players. We can scout 37 players. Like that, right? Okay. Let's say we had like 1,300 points. Divided by 38 points per scout. It was like 34. Okay, you know what? I don't know what the exact number is. But okay, I was talking smack. But I didn't see that they changed the math. Because 300, when it cost 38 points last year. Okay, no. You can actually scout more here. Because, like, if it's 1,300 points, that's only 34 players. Now I can scout 37 players. So I can scout 3 more players. At least when it comes to that skill. Okay, I give you credit for that. Hit power and all that. Like, this is so much better. Those little numbers. That's better. But then development and all that costs a lot, right? Yeah, high motor and all that. Like, that's going to cost you, right? Smaller numbers to work with. 25 points is like 500 or 1,000 or whatever, right? Like, giant numbers just... And, oh! The scheme and the player type are all scouted, scouted? Oh, that's nice, too. Oh, you can see it. Oh, let's go! Base 4-3. Base 3-4 doesn't even exist. Base 3-4 is not even in the game to choose. So these are the 2 guys that they're recommending for our scheme, huh? They're saying 4-3 and they're saying hybrid. So 3-4 versatile. That's nice of them. I'm gonna give claps, bro. Like, I'm gonna give claps. You already unlocked it for us, what kind of player it is, so we don't have to waste time on players maybe that we're not interested in. And you can tell me block shedding, finesse moves, power moves, tackle, hit power, play recognition, strength. Yeah. And then, because that's hybrid, and that's fine. And then run stoppers. That's nice. Strength, power moves, finesse moves, block shedding, tackling, hit power, play recognition, pursuit, whatever. Nice. Block shedding is a C, power moves are an A. Like, you saw how expensive it is to increase that rating, right? But a good tackle, a good strength, a good all of that. Projected 3rd round guy. Strength, power move, finesse moves, block shedding, tackling, hit power, pursuit, play recognition. Block shedding is also bad. Like, this is not as good. The power moves are not as high. The strength is like just a worse version of the same player. But he's 5th round, right? Like, we're picking at the bottom of the 3rd if we finish well. Because in real life, this is the year the Niners went 8-8 and they picked better. You would have to take him like in the 2nd round, or have to trade down or have to do something. But yeah, versus a 5th rounder, like, that's solid still, right? A, B, like, just for like a plug-in guy. That's nice. Right ends. Balance, 4-3, 3-4 run stopper. Power moves, finesse moves, block shedding. tackle, strength. Do you even care about hit power or anything? Play recognition. Hybrid defense attacking 3-4 that matches our scheme. Strength, power moves, finesse moves, block shedding, tackle, play recognition. Right? Even if we're not happy with the player. And then, do we skip this guy? Like, hybrid versatile. Like, this undrafted free agent. Like, we're looking at 2 undrafted free agents. So we're like 6th, 7th round pick, like, garbage selections. And then it's like, here we're talking 2nd round or whatever. Like, we should at least, like, look at the guy and see if we want to spend, like, our 1st round draft pick on him. If we're picking at the bottom, like, they're projecting us to be. Power moves, finesse moves, block shedding. That's why he's such a high pick, huh? And then we have play recognition. And we have 1 scouting point left. I mean, nothing is amazing. Nothing is an A. Do you spend a 1st round pick on this? Probably not. But at least now I scouted it and it didn't, like, break the bank. And now I know I don't have to waste time on 4-3 guys. And 4-3 teams don't have to waste time on 3-4 guys, right? Though there's more of one than the other. I like it. They talk about nose tackle. That's going to be 3-4 anyway. Run stopper is 4-3. I know it's like a contradiction in my prototype, but I like it. You actually have it so you don't waste your time and your points on it. And you don't waste your time. Like, how boring it was. I told you, Madden 25, it was so boring to go through every player. Clickety, click, 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 click. It tells you. You can just sort and then, like, go in and just, like, pick whatever it is that, like, fits the style, and you don't waste the time on the others. Like, if you want to be, like, a hybrid, especially with, like, the defensive tackle situation, like, you can totally go in and, like, pick whatever you want, especially a defensive tackle. But I like it. And they tell you, like, man-to-man press, balance, run support. Like, run support is in the base 4-3. Man-to-man 3-4, man-to-man 4-3. Like, it's going to get you all that. Run support 4-3, run support 3-4. 6th round pick. I like it, yo. What are y'all smoking when you say, like, Madden's franchise mode is trash? And maybe nowadays it is trash. Like, I'm not saying it isn't. But what are y'all smoking when you hate on, like, Madden 25, hate on Madden 15 or whatever, the franchise mode? Like, we need the PS2 franchise mode where you can't trade future draft picks and we charge hot dog prices and we don't have anything to scout and, like, there's no player ratings or anything. Like, I understand if you want the gameplay of PS2. I like the gameplay of PS2. But y'all acting like Madden 06, 7, 8's franchise mode is better than this? Get out of here. Stop it with the BS. Stop it with the lies. Propaganda. Like Goebbels, you keep telling the same lie over and over, it becomes the truth to people, huh? Best franchise mode is on PS2. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Better than this? I can't import from NCAA 14. But, like, outside, like, I can do custom playbooks. I can call by concept. I can train. Like, I don't know how sloppy the defense is. Look, I don't know. There's still unknown things. But wow. You can't just rake the computer over the coals with trades. Any of y'all thinking PS2 is better, please write in the comments, write an essay. I want to read it. Because what are y'all smoking when you think that's better than this? Like, look, I get it. I understand. You want to, like, create the Sarasota Seaman. And you want to play Barbie dress up in Dollhouse. Like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I ain't going to knock on it. Like, whatever. I'm knocking on it by calling it that. But, seriously. Like, you want to do that? Do it. But don't come at me saying it's a better franchise mode. Okay? Don't come at me, bro, like that. You want to say the gameplay on PS2 is really great and clean and sharp? I agree. But, like, come on. They don't even have realistic concepts in the PS2. It's just whatever they throw together. They don't even know how to do zone blocking. Like, yeah, they're technically stretching zone run plays in the Denver playbook, Paul. Yeah, go play it. Go tell me. Tell me that the animations match up and everything. They don't know what they're doing. It's a chaos. It's a mess. You're going to tell me that is better than this? Look, the one thing, shout out, Retro Rewind Sports, still here? I don't know. If he's here, he made the comment before. He's like, look, I like computer versus computer gameplay, and you can't do that in franchise mode. Yes, that's a valid criticism. I understand. I respect the hell out of that. That's the truth. Man, spitting the truth. Okay? That's a valid criticism. Says the guy, me, who has computer versus computer like franchise on my channel where a lot of my subscribers are coming to because of that. Even I'm saying this like, I get it. That's valid. But everything else? Like, come at me with something real like that, and I will give you credit. I'll give you a shout out. We'll say, yes, you are correct. But scouting, player progression, all of that? Get out of here. The fact that I can choose how I want to evaluate players. The fact that Ahmad Brooks can be seen as a 78 overall or an 80 overall. I know it's just 2 points, but it's like finding the player, the style that I want. And that means free agency. That means how I view other teams. Okay? So if I want to say like Trade Center, and I want to say manual trade, and I want to say add a player, and I say like, oh look, I need a left in on my team. Look, like an 89 overall, Lamar Houston. Like, it says left in number 99, this is like his jersey number. It says overall 89 overall, right? 83, whatever. It's like, is he like a 99 or something? Like, for another team? Like, what is he? Can I view the player? Remove from offer. It's like, go look at these rosters. What's a better place to go look at rosters? I don't know how to see other team schemes, but it's like when you go to free agency, when you go in there, when you go to certain places, and you can see like the player's type is or whatever, and how they're rated on your team, like versus how they're their team versus your team or whatever, like the trade block and everything. You like it's balanced based on what kind of team you're trying to build versus what team they're trying to build. That's realism, and that means the computer is going to be targeting those kinds of players versus others. 3-4 teams should be targeting 3-4 guys. 4-3 teams should be targeting 4-3 guys. Right? Spread guys for spread guys and power guys for power guys. Like that kind of thing. That's how it should be set up. That's so much better than PS2 Madden. Get out of here. Yo, we're almost at 2 hours, and I think it's time to call it a night. I had fun. I hope you did too. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm kind of looking forward to playing 16 to 17 now. Because even if they're worse than this is good. This is an improvement. Other than 2K5, or not 2K5, NCAA 14 support, 15 is better than I thought it was going to be. I mean, like, I missed all this time playing 15. I don't know if I'd have spent all that money on the game, but what y'all smoking if you think that this isn't good? If this isn't exactly like what franchise should be about. You want like progression based on I ran for 2,000 yards, so my running back needs to be a 98. Like, bro, if you ran for 2,000 yards with like a 71 overall, like, check your settings, check your scheme. Like, was it you as a user controlling him? Like, did he, like, get 2,000 yards because you have a good offensive scheme because you ground and pound the ball and you ran him, like, 40 times a game or something? Like, how did you get 2,000 yards with him, right? Is it him? Is it the scheme? Is it you, the user? Is it, like, the difficulty settings you're on? Like, no, don't come at me with, like, he got 2,000 yards, so he needs to be a 91 overall. He needs to, like, 10 points of progression each year so that... No, get out of here. You get better because of how you practice and produce. Like, not produce like as in on game day. Like, you get better. Like, You practice to get better, and then you perform because of how much better you got. But it's so reactionary. So many people are brainwashed with, like, the Madden roster update. Like, he ran for 2,000 yards, and then they made him a 97 overall. It's like, bro, how did he get 2,000 yards? Because he was fast. You know? Chris Johnson 2K is fast. Has a talented offensive line. They fed him the ball. Like, he didn't go from like a 71 to a 97 because he put up 2,000 yards. He put up 2,000 yards because he was underrated as a whatever and should have been what his rating was. Like, that's what updated rosters are, is we got it wrong and we're fixing it. Not he did stats. No, you get better because you practice and did better. You get better over time. Not because of potential rating. Freaking Josh Lumen or whoever, and I love Josh Lumen, I'm trying to talk smack about him. But like, Josh Lumen feels that his potential is an A or whatever. It's like, no. That's what I love about these games too. Is you go in and it's like the development rating. Like, look, you want to dump the points, you want to make them better development, you can make that decision. House rule, I don't change their development. Like, development is same like Josh Lumen saying it's an A potential or a B potential. It's like, okay, star development, superstar development, normal development, whatever. It's the same thing. It's just reskinning it. But the game lets you change that, because in Madden 12 and like before, like, you can't change his potential rating. I think you technically could. I think you could go to rosters and then like you change his rating up, like you crank it up and then back it back down to where it is, and like resets what the potential bar is internally, and you save it. It's like a workaround, but that doesn't affect rookies that get drafted anyway, which are preset by Josh Lumen, so they're fictional characters. So technically he does get to play God and choose it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that, we're not going to get into like a video essay about that. But it's like, hey, even those rookies that he handcrafts or whatever, it's like you can change their development rating if you really want to do it. Like, you feel like this dude is your dude, then invest the points and develop and change his development rating, okay? But I generally say stay hands off of that kind of stuff. I like it. Let's go. See you next time.